this is going to be heightened for them. For those of us, who are like Taurus or Geminis or Aquarians or a lot of other people where we're way more mental, this is it's kind of scary for us. I'm an Aquarius with double Gemini, and even though I'm an empath and I still use my mind to help me make decisions. And it's about 20 years of training to get into my emotions. So luckily, it's not totally new to me, but it's not my knee jerk response. And so when we're being rewritten like this, you might feel angry. You might get really confused. You might lash out. Other people are definitely going to be lashing out. So this is a time where I really want to encourage you to go extra empathy for yourself and for others. And kind of what's coming to me is like allowing yourself and others to be mad and to snap and not react. Just like, bring the Buddha into yourself and others, and be the witness of like, well, that was an interesting situation. What now? Do you want to go for ice cream? Like, instead of holding that grudge or being mad that somebody triggered you and going down, what we often can do, but can we allow the firework just to be the firework and move on? That would be like my.
That's a big one. I mean, as an empath, not to get involved and be a witness, oh, that's not very easy.
No, it's mastery level.
Yeah.
And I think that's, especially going from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, our old ways are not going to work anymore. And that's the thing that, like, to really, we have to pay attention. Like, the way that we did self-care, the way that we did money, the way we did relationships, everything is, being etch a sketched away, or our snow globe of reality is being thrown against the wall. And so thinking about what can you do to really find balance and in a new way. And it doesn't mean stop taking Epsom salt baths or stop going to therapy or stop going to nature, but how can you do it in a new way? What's a new perspective? And again, with it being in Cancer, it's like, how can you allow your feelings to guide you?
Right.
And Tyson, I know this is like the number one work that you do is, and you've helped, transform me, for the past 10 years of discerning what is mine versus somebody else's.
Yeah, it's really important. And this time it could be overwhelming if you don't understand that, right?
Oh, you talk about being zapped out, like in eclipse, you're totally going to be zapped out.
Right.
Yeah.
And so just know that,
How do you, how do you keep yourself from feeling other people's emotions?
yeah. So it right. So it started many, many years ago. I went through Berkeley Psychic Institute about, I don't know, 15 years ago, and learned how to run my energy. And I actually put a timer on my phone to go off every 15 minutes to run my energy, because I would snap out like every like 3 minutes I was out of my body. And so it took a lot of training for
Wow.
me to stay in, because I felt everything. But we're only fully empowered when we're in our body, right? And if
Yeah,
we're not in there, other energy comes in there.
absolutely.
So the way that I've done it is constantly doing body scanning, noticing what's up. And when we do our body scanning, we're bringing our consciousness back into us. Therefore, anything that's not us literally has to leave. And if it gets stuck, then that's when we do healings. That's when we do, all the things that Tyson teaches and that
Wow,
you guys talk
that
about.
that is impressive. That's a really, really good way of getting people to come into their bodies and be in their own power. Thank you for sharing that. How long did it take you, may I ask?
Well, I'm still learning.
I think it's a work in progress. I mean,
Yeah,
that's why we teach what we teach, because we're still trying to figure it all out.
right. Exactly.
Totally. And when I teach this, I recommend that people use external cues to bring them in. So if the phone rings, if the dog barks, if you're checking your email, if you're driving, every stoplight, every stop sign. So
Mhm.
external cues that remind you to come within.
Well, I like that. I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because usually external cues snap us out. And so we're rewiring that.
Wonderful. You know what can I tell you what I do with my clients
Yeah.
who are out of their body? I would love to try this with you, Carla, and see how well it works. I put you back in your body, and then I surround you with these angels that actually are there to keep it in. So every time you start to move out, it's like, nope, go back in. Nope, go back in. And so they stay with you until you learn to be within your body, and then then they leave when that is over. But they literally will keep you in your body. I would love to do that work with you. Although I
Yeah.
said it to you, you could probably just do it yourself.
That is a gift that I have actually as an empath and multi-sentient. I could tune into different frequencies and just download, the trainings and things. So, but I would love, having someone facilitate that. When like there's a synergy in energy, just like with the stars, right? The synergy of the planets that are happening. It's always greater. The energy is always more potent when we're working with other people.
Yet
Yeah.
when two or more gather, there am I. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
and
work together, Carla.
that's why Carla and I meet in a small group. We meet every
Yeah.
single week to help each other stay grounded and in our body. So this is an ongoing thing. Carla, how long have we been doing that? We've been doing that for a long time now.
I was thinking about that today. Eight, is it like 6 years? Eight, I know 2012, I think, is when we met, and it was shortly after that when we started.
Yeah. So I mean, we've been at this every single week, helping each other through whatever's going on. I know all sorts of things about Carla's love life. That's just amazing. No, I find it a great privilege to be part of people's lives in a very intimate way, and that it's safe, and I can go there and put all of who I am out there too, and it's a safe zone. So that's why working in a group of like-minded people that you trust for empaths, I cannot tell you how important that is, right? You need to find your group to feel that you're loved and secure, because the rest of the planet doesn't really get who you are, right? So Carla, I want to thank, oh, I know you got one more thing to say. I can feel it on the tip of your tongue. So as we say goodbye, what would you like to leave everybody with?
um, that you're safe, that, and what you just said about finding that tribe, that week or month that I stayed on your compound, your healing compound with Janet's, and that was like one of the first times I really felt safe in a family dynamic where I wasn't on guard, and I was on guard most of the time, just out of habit. And so, and what you just said, how we meet, like when we have safety in our, warts and all, as you say, then we could fully embody who we are. And it's in that safety where growth happens and change happens with ease, and we're not resisting it, because we resist when we're holding on to an identity. But when our identity is ourself and connecting to source, then there's actually nothing to hold on to, because you're always connected and you're always safe. So
Wow.
whatever you can do to hold that frequency, especially during this time, will be pivotal.
Well, we're obviously going to have you back. I can already read Laura's mind saying, I love her. I love her. I want her back. I want her back.
I love her heart. Can you feel her heart? She's just like, ah,
Yeah.
I love it.
So, Carla, thank you for reminding me about how important Sunnybreak Cottage is, and having retreats here and bringing people here and just being able to experience family and sharing time together, how important that is, even though it's scary at times because we have to share bathrooms and we have to learn how to cook together and doing all sorts of, things to keep us together. But also when we have the opportunity to share together, the things that we download together is just unbelievable. So Carla, thank you. Of course, we're going to have you back on. We might have to have you as part of the Carla show that we have bring on a regular basis. So thank you ever so much for showing up. And if you want to stay on in the background, you're more than welcome, because we're going to do some more astrology with Corey and see what she has to say. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Carla. We'll see you soon.
All right. So where is that Corey?
She's coming on.
She's coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So this is Corey Violin. She's been doing astrology, I think, since the age of 11, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And where is she? Where? Did we not give her all the permission she needs?
Didn't make her a host, honey. You need
Let
to
me
make
just
her a
go
host.
see here. All right, attendees. Where is she? Oh,
She's coming. She's like,
she's
I'm right
coming?
here. I'm right here. I can hear her. Nobody else can hear her.
Oh,
That's
I can't
okay.
hear.
She came in on Monday. If you weren't following us on Monday on the show, and she gave us a her outlook for the month, and um and we're back on Facebook, so you can come back on. We're live again. We lost transmission, and then Michael got us back up and going again. So, but welcome to Zoom. You can get a if you have a backstage pass, you can come on. Is Corey coming now?
You can turn your camera on and say hello. Yoo-hoo, Corey.
Good morning.
Can you guys hear me? Because
Yeah, we can hear you. You need to turn your camera on.
it says I can't start my video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, well, I can't. Let's see here. I don't see why I can't. You can't
It
come in.
says you've stopped it.
All right. Let me see what. I don't see how I can change that.
I think I can. Hold on. Nope, Corey, it's on your side, honey.
Yeah, it's on your side. Turn your camera on. We want to see you.
Yeah,
Stop hiding in the dark.
definitely. It's telling me that I can't start my video because the host has stopped it. So I'm,
Interesting. Okay, let me see if we can do this.
yes, check your video settings because mine,
It's on.
Okay, so maybe pop off and come on back on, and then I can just redo you, so to speak, because I don't see how I can change it. And in the meantime, we'll just talk about the summer solstice and creating ceremony, and then you can pop on as soon as I see you. We'll bring you on. Okay?
okay, all right. So I'll leave the meeting and then I'll come back.
Yeah, come on back. We want to talk to you. Okay. So today's topic is summer solstice, creating ceremony in the landscape. And, you know, for the first time, it's pretty exciting. I got a notice saying that at Stonehenge, there'll be the first time that they'll be broadcasting live from Stonehenge. And so I have it on my Facebook page about how to do that. So I think it's a unique opportunity. So what I'm getting at is if you can do ceremony yourself, or if you want to learn how to do ceremony yourself, that's fantastic. But if you don't know how to do ceremony and you just want to experience it, then I suggest that you have the Summer Solstice 2020 experience from Stonehenge, which will be broadcast live. So let me just see if I can share the screen and show you what that looks like. Host disabled participant screen sharing. So I think you are now in charge, Laura. I think you put yourself in charge because I can't even share my screen.
Maybe it's Michael because I don't have power. You never give me any power. I try to
I
have
never give you any power. Oh my God.
never give me any power.
Well, we were losing power everywhere.
I lost the
Yeah,
power.
I don't know who's in charge. I thought I was in charge. So see if you could give me back my power. So, so how do you do ceremony in the landscape? One of the things in preparation for the show is I encourage everybody to get some stones, all of the same size, to be able to do what you do. Yeah, to the same size. So I want 4 stones of the same size so that you can put them into the 4 different directions. Okay? Nothing. Nothing. No. So I think we have to have, and when I go to share the screen, look, Michael.
Yeah.
It says host disabled
Just the
participant.
host, because it's not me, I'm not even in there.
Okay. So either you're the host or I'm the host, but nobody could do anything. But anyway.
Maybe
So-
I should leave.
No, that's okay. You stay here. So the point is, if you take 4 stones, all of the same size, I want you to take them into the landscape. If you're going to do this in your outside, in a place that you feel is really quite sacred, right? Or you feel really connected to. So Michael, when he's back in his booth helping us do the show, he'll show you the graphics of what this looks like in the landscape. So, which is our medicine wheel, which is a Mayan morning star wheel. So when you see that picture, any picture of any medicine wheel, and you can Google medicine wheel graphics and find all sorts of different pictures, you'll see that the 4 stones represent the 4 directions, and each direction has certain energy to it. So for the north is the ancestors, and from the polar winds, and but each tribal nation has different descriptors for each one of those 4 directions. But the 4 directions are, of course, constant: north, south, east, and west. And take a compass and line them up. Now, we want you to adjust it out of magnetic north to true north, right? And the reason you're doing that is we want you to be aligned on the face of Mother Earth. So when the solstice does occur, when the sun does come over the horizon, that everything is aligned in your medicine wheel. And when those 4 corners are established, north, south, east, and west, I want you then to, if you want to, at sunrise, take a stick and have somebody stand in front of you, and you in the center of the wheel, which is the center point. When the sun comes up over the horizon with the stick, have them move on the landscape until you can see the stick, the sun rising, and the center, and then put a stone there, and that's your summer solstice stone on the medicine wheel. And that means every year when the sun comes over up the hill at exactly that time, that's your summer solstice. It gives you the empowerment of being one with the landscape. It also, for the indigenous people, gives them the link to their home planet, to their own star galaxy. So for example, if you look at in the landscape, if you look at, say, the pyramids of Giza, you will see that it is showing on the ground the Orion's belt. So those that built the pyramids actually were from Orion, because they're reflecting on the ground what it is that is in the sky. So again, knowing where your home star planet is becomes clearer the more you spend in a medicine wheel doing ceremony. So now you got the 4 corners, and then you want to go halfway between, do north, south, east, west, and all of that, right? So now you have you have 8 stones, right? North, south, east, west, and the quarters stones, and then 1 in the center. And that's a basic medicine wheel that you can do then ceremony. And then you start in the east, and if you have a shell, like do you have your abalone shell there, Laura?
I do.
Yeah. So show them what the abalone shell looks like.
Okay.
And so if you have an abalone shell and you want to burn sweetgrass for ceremonial purposes, when everybody gathers, you go and bless everybody and you cleanse everybody in the circle before you do the ceremony, right? And then as everybody's then blessed, you start in the east, and it's nice to have a whistle. I like a whistle. So you would have everybody turn to the east, blow the whistle 3 times, right? And then bring in the energy of the east. And of course, you'll find the words for that if you just Google what is the meaning of the east. You know, it's the beginning of the day, the sun rises, new beginning, it's spring, it's the beginning of the whole cycle. And then you go around the medicine wheel from east to south and do the ceremony there, blow the whistle 3 times. If you want, you can have also people take corn, kernels of corn, or ground cornmeal, and in their hand they have collected some, and then they will gift some to the elementals in that direction. So a little throwing of a little corn here, and then you turn and do the next blowing of the whistle, a little bit more corn, and the next one a little bit more corn. You go all the way around. That opens up the circle, and then it's like you're connecting to your home planet or to the star nations. And don't forget, you know, as you've done the 4 circles, then you now do Mother Earth. You get on your knees and you bless Mother Earth. Beneath your feet, you're on your knees, and you a little bit of corn meal to Mother Earth. And then you throw a little up in the sky for Father Sky. So now you've got Father Sky, Mother Earth. Now you're the pillar of light between those 2 worlds in the 4 directions. You've now established your connection with all that is. And then you can then go around the circle and everybody can speak their truth. And then once you've done that, you go in reverse and you close everything down. So that's basically what a ceremony is all about. Nothing complicated. Don't get worried about it. Just do it. And like I said, if that's all too much for you, then you could tune in to any ceremony that you have in your landscape, or you could go on and go over and do the Stonehenge ceremony. So I don't know if we were able to get Corey back and in here.
I've asked her to call in.
Okay.
So we'll see. She asked if she should leave and come back in, but the point being is that we lost our ability to do that when Facebook kicked us off. So just call in, Corey, and then you can talk to us about what everything. And then next time, hopefully, Facebook won't be mean. They're mean to us sometimes.
All right. So let's see, we got here. I lost you on Facebook. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Hello, Mercury retrograde. Yeah, this is technology going a bit wonky. And it seems to be every time we get a little bit spiritual in a deep way, that we seem to lose our connection. But I'd like to change that reality. So why don't we just change that reality? So I'll do that.
Hearing?
Yeah, so I, Tyson Bannigan, in my I am presence, for everybody on this call or listening to this call, disconnect from the belief system that Mercury retrograde will disrupt both my inner magnetic compass, my own state of being centered, one with source consciousness and one with Divine Mother and Mother Gaia, and that I will cut any beliefs or thought forms that say Mercury brings about chaos and disorder to my electronics in my house, that I declare I'm a sovereign human being and that I'm here to do the work that I'm called to do, and I don't need to be interrupted. Thank you very much. And I declare it so be it. It is done. And another thing you can do is, Divine Mother will, you just point at it and say, fix it. And guess what? It can get fixed. I know that I was doing an interview with David Adelson, who was the one that brought the Divine Mother energies to me and taught me how to connect with Divine Mother and allow her to run the energies. And I said, we're supposed to do an interview and I can't get my camera to work and I don't know what to do. And blah, 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 blah. And we're about to be live in 5 minutes. He said, just point at the computer and say, Mother. Oh, first of all, he tells the story. He says, somebody phoned in and said, we're in a crisis. Our whole system has gone down. And we have banks and banks of, whatever, of data processing, and electronics in the basement for the network. I don't know which one of the network ones is down. These are banks of networking stuff, Wi-Fi and all the rest. So David said, go down, go into the room where all this equipment is and point your finger and say, Mother, fix it. And he did, and everything went back online. So I pointed my finger at the computer, and all of a sudden I got this flash. Your security, whatever it was, my virus protection had turned my camera off. And I had this flash of insight. So I went to the virus and turned my camera back on, and I was online on time. So Divine Mother, fix it, okay?
Do it now, come on, tell him. Fix Divine Mother, so he can get Corey to come back on this show. Come on, God, bring it on. Let's show them how it works.
So let's see if we can bring her back on.
Come on, let's do it.
So do we have any comments out there? I guess, can anybody be watching the show? I guess we're not even live on Facebook.
We got a lot of people watching, but nobody's saying anything because they're all like, we want to hear from Corey, please. It says, good morning, my friend. Our yard is lovely. I miss grass and trees. Oh, Debbie's in the desert. Morning, everyone. Morning. All these people are good morning us. Thank you. Thank you for joining us again, because we did go offline for a little bit and now we're back on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're talking about sacred ceremony today, because on what day is it? Sunday? Is that?
It's Saturday.
Saturday is summer solstice.
Yeah. And we're encouraging you at least to do ceremony where you are, to create a ceremonial site in your backyard. if you don't have a backyard and you're in an apartment, then you could do it on your, coffee table. You could just take small stones, or you could actually use crystals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there she is.
Smoke.
Welcome to the show. Oh my.
Hi, guys. And I don't know with my technology or your technology, but I think we're getting some crazy feedback here. So
Yeah, if you
When you're
away from my computer.
yeah, could you just turn your computer off, or just turn your sound off?
Okay.
You're supposed to be on today.
It's still terrible.
I'm totally shutting down. Can you hear me now?
No, it's still terrible. Why don't you give it another whirl, go off and phone back in.
All right. I'll
All right, we're gonna get you one way or the other. You can't escape. All right, she's gone into the void. Well, Divine Mother, you need to do your job. Obviously, our technology still doesn't want to behave itself. We're static on the line. And I do want to talk about something that is a bit stressful, and I know for empaths it's a bit overwhelming, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Okay.
And that is that the summer solstice is used by, okay, I'm going to be saved by the bell for Corey.
We all are. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how are we doing now?
Now you're crystal clear. All right, so welcome to the show. We're going to get you one way or the other. So what's up on planet Earth and what's in the stars?
Well, as you can probably see by now, there's a lot of confusion going on. I think Carla hit it right on the nose when she was talking about the external clues, and definitely when technology goes down, it's a sign to pay attention.
Yeah, especially when we go offline too. Personally.
Well, I'm quite used to the Mercury retrograde effect, Tyson. It's just endemic. It just happens. I mean, this is why Mercury retrograde, you don't have to be even an astrological fan to know the effects of Mercury retrograde. But what we are in right now is we are in what's called the dark of the moon. And this is the last phase of the moon cycle before we have the new moon. And we are all having quite the experience right now of moving through darkness. There's no doubt about that. And yes, the solstice, which will be happening right around midnight Pacific Daylight Time. You won't be able to see it in North America, but the solar eclipse is happening through Africa, and it's moving across India, Pakistan, and then it's moving into China. So actually, those areas of the world are going to be extremely highlighted in the next 3 months, because wherever the path of the eclipse goes brings a certain amount of crisis. That's just a given. That just happens like clockwork. But I think the most important thing I'd love to share with our audience today is that we are in an incredibly intense time of growth. I think that's my major contribution I can make to anyone listening today. It's what I'm telling my clients. We're just in intense levels of growth, and this has been going on since Jupiter came within 10 degrees of the planet Pluto. There's a Jupiter-Pluto activation right now that is so intense, and it's just driving people insane. And this particular conjunction happens every 13 years, and it just really gives people a sense that they've got a mission, and everyone feels this now. It's like we're all on our own mission. And definitely, as Carla was saying, the solstice is a real turning point for people. And it's no coincidence that it's the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. It's the beginning of our summer. But I do want to, and I sure wish I could have been on today, because I wanted to share my screen to show you that a lot of people don't know this, and I'm a specialist. I do a lot of research into eclipses. And eclipses, as I think I was mentioning on Monday, belong to families. Do you remember me talking about
I remember
this?
that, which was brand new news to me.
Right. Well, eclipses have families, and this particular family of eclipses came onto the scene in the 14th century, and this eclipse family is just very, very disruptive. And what what a lot of people may not know is that even though it is happening on Saturday night and going into Sunday, which makes it a 0-degree Cancer eclipse, the actual family that this eclipse belongs to relates to the Gemini qualities. And the Gemini qualities are all about information. And so what's going to happen is in the next 3 to 6 months, there's going to be just an outpouring of information on the planet. And if you are a Gemini, and if you are born between June 1st and June 3rd, you are really going to feel the impact of this eclipse. And conversely, if you're born the opposite time of the year, which is December the 3rd to the 5th, you're also going to have the incredible impact of this eclipse. So just be prepared. It's all about rethinking. People have to rethink their life plan, what they're doing here. And yeah, it's an intense time.
Yeah, I'll say.
Wow.
Even if you're not a Gemini, it's an intense time.
Right?
Absolutely. And one of the areas I look at when I look at these birth charts, and when I looked at the birth chart for this eclipse, it has a lot of impact on people who are born around the middle time of the sign of Leo and Aquarius. And everybody born in 1963 is going to get a huge impact from this eclipse. And conversely, if people listening have children, young adults, people who are at the age of 13, anybody born in 2007 is getting the full impact of this eclipse.
Wow.
So if you've got people becoming teenagers, my Lord, you need to get yourself a psychiatrist or start booking massage sessions and sessions with healers, because they're going to drive you crazy.
Well, that's interesting, because some of the kids that I've been working with, in the 7-year-olds out of India, they're having to deal with emotions that normally I wouldn't think a kid has to deal with. So it's really interesting times where the children are really picking up emotions. Maybe they're planetary sourced. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know if they're theirs or somebody else's. But yeah, lots going on with the younger generations.
Yeah, and as an astrologer, I can pinpoint almost to the week the groups of people that are impacted by these eclipses. And as we've mentioned before, we are in an eclipse season. We had the eclipse, remember, on June the 5th, that was the lunar eclipse.
Yes.
And as I said, those activate 2 weeks even before the actual eclipse happens, Tyson. So that was part of what happened with the incredible energy that's been building up since, that terrible situation with Mr. Floyd. So we're in this eclipse season. We've got the solar eclipse happening early Sunday morning. There's another lunar eclipse I'll talk about on Monday that will be happening on July the 5th. But I just really want to tell people, if you're feeling depressed or if you're feeling sick, that's okay. Don't feel bad about feeling sick and depressed and powerless and poor, because that is what, like I have clients who they'll tell me, I'm just feeling miserable. And I'm going, that's fantastic. That's exactly how you're supposed to be feeling.
Yay!
Because, that's the cosmic pattern that's flooding through your energetic system. And so we're going to see some major, major shifts on the planet in the next year. And unfortunately, I have to say, I don't have a lot of positive things to say at the moment for the whole political system, because it's totally corrupt. And I think anybody watching from the sidelines can see this.
Yeah, but isn't this exciting? Because we're not going back to normal. There's no normal.
So
I wouldn't want to. I mean, the normal that we have been putting up with is incredibly corrupt, and it's just, there's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans in the United States anymore. They're both all pro-business, and that's one of the things that people are starting to realize, because truly the poor and the depressed they won't take this anymore. And so I'm sorry to say this, but I just see anarchy coming. I just see total civil unrest and disruption growing. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens around the time of the election in the U.S.
Oh, it's all
But
part.
anyway,
It's all part of the new birth, right? It's all part of the new
well,
birth.
it is, and birth requires pain. There's a lot of birth pain out there. Ask any woman. Giving birth is a really tough job.
Yeah, we're planetary doulas for the new Earth.
So, may I ask you a question?
Of course, my darling.
It says, I'm a Gemini born on May 28th. Will the eclipse affect me in some way as well?
Well, again, May 28th would make you a very early Gemini, right, Laura? You'd be about a 5-6 degree, your sun degree would be about a 5 to 6 degree sun. And that particular degree is, let me just look, that particular degree, because the degree of the solar eclipse that's really affecting people is anybody born, like I said, around June 1st to 3rd. They're getting the full impact of this eclipse. So, but I do know that you had the new moon on the 22nd, so you're definitely in a great revitalizing month for yourself personally. So the new moon was on the 22nd, Laura, of May. So until the 21st of July, you're in a great cycle. That's what I would tell you.
That would be Heather.
You had a new moon. You had a new moon around your birthday, so that's always very invigorating.
Tell her it's for Heather, not me.
It's for Heather. The lady's name is Heather.
Oh, for Heather.
Yeah.
Okay.
So talk a little bit about again about the lunar eclipse. Could you describe that one more time, because that's a new term that I think not only am I getting used to, but our listeners. What does that mean?
Right. Well, the lunar eclipse, we have 2 of them, sometimes 4 of them a year, and they're always followed or preceded by a solar eclipse. So in any year, you'll have 2 up to 4 lunar eclipses, and you'll have 2 solar eclipses. And lunar eclipses, Tyson, are just special full moons. They're just really unique moments when the moon, when it's orbiting the Earth, comes into the shadow of the Earth. And as it does that, the shadow of the Earth falls on the moon, and that's where we get those beautiful orangey kind of glows around the moon at the lunar eclipse time. And lunar eclipses are powerful. People have no idea. I've been studying these for over 20 years, and these lunar eclipses can absolutely change a person's life because they react, they just seem somehow trigger very strong emotional shifts in the energetic system of people. And this last lunar eclipse was an eclipse that I have seen that's bringing out people's gifts. So the last lunar eclipse, and we're working it, is all about claiming your gifts, claiming the gifts that maybe you've been sitting on for decades. It's just time to share with the world what you've got.
Yeah, if not now, then when? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got a whole program that we're doing as Your Divine Gifts. Why did you incarnate this time around, and what are your unique gifts to deliver to the world? So this is the time, wake up. This is the time to get on it. This is the time to do it. This is the time you're born for.
Yes, it is. So it's one of the things I love to work with clients is talking about your gifts and your skills. And I used to have a doctor. My most favorite doctor was just a great guy, and he used to tell me that even at the birth of children, when he would be present, he said he could feel the energy of the soul coming through. And like we come, we're not a blank slate, as you know. We come in with an agenda. We come in with a mission statement. We're here for a reason. And it's, Lord, it's an exciting time to be on the planet.
Yeah.
I think what everybody needs to know for this weekend, and I would just say for the next couple of days, is there is this incredible sense of dissatisfaction that's running through all of us. And I think anybody with a pulse is feeling this, because it's been going on for the last 5 days. There's this incredible sense of disruption and just, being set up. And so I would just encourage people to just let that energy flow through you, because it's a very unsettling period we're in, and it's meant to, like, it's meant to create a sense of mission and to eliminate old patterns and to fuel your willpower. And I want to say to people, you need a vision. We all need a sense of magic in our life, and we need a vision. And if you don't have one, you're going to be pushed to finding this within yourself.
Wow.
So that's part of the disruption. The disruption is, hey, you've fallen off your path. Get back on.
Well, no wonder we're having you on the show. It's the same thing we keep teaching everybody. Hey, wake up, smell the coffee, get back.
Yeah. And what the universe tends to do, and again, I just say kudos, to Carla, because I'm a huge, huge proponent of watching the clues, and I do a lot of Jungian. I'm not a psychologist, but I've studied psychology for years. I have 2 university degrees. I know what I'm talking about. When, the universe gives you signals, when you get little butterflies trying to, come into your home and they're tapping on your window pane, there's a message there. So pay attention to the clues.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So are we going to see you Monday morning? Are you going to be back to give us the weekly forecast?
Yes, I will, and I need to be back, because by the time Monday shows up, we're going to be on there'll be a whole new level of energy that will be flowing from this eclipse. I guarantee that. And have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, a whole new world.
One of the things I just want to leave everybody with is a sense of, I want to say, playful enthusiasm. So even though the energy is extremely disruptive, don't forget to play. Don't forget to be enthusiastic. And remember, there's a big dream inside all of us that is ready to come out and play.
Well, thank you very much, Corey Barlin. As always, it was awesome. And don't forget to play, and don't forget to do ceremony out there, people. And we'll be back talking a little bit more, and the lines are open. And if you would like to have a reading from Corey, or if you'd like to contact Carla, because Carla rang your bell as an empath and you want to talk more to her, how to get hold of both of them are in the show notes. So look them up, and that's what they're here for, is to help you get from where you are to where you want to be.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ladies. It was wonderful having you on the show. Look forward to it again. Yes, Tyson?
Great.
Yes, absolutely. See you
Thank
Monday
you.
morning. All right. Bye for now. Okay, there you are. So the lines are now open. If you have any questions about ceremony in your landscape, or you want to phone in and tell us what you plan to do this weekend, maybe to have, to get out of the craziness and have a little silliness in your life, a little bit of fun. I know, Laura, you're planning to do a little bit of fun. I know I am. We're about to have a potluck birthday party this afternoon here. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're going to do a little solstice ceremony, pre-solstice ceremony in the backyard with a smaller group of people. There's cake. Yeah, you're going to have to travel over and have cake. Yeah. And it's being made by one of the best cake makers that I know, Dorothy Argent. So I'm looking forward to cake, right? Cake on the deck, man.
Don't rub it in, Tyson.
Don't rub it in. So do we have anybody out there? I know Oz was saying, am I teaching today? No, I'm going to take a holiday today. I've got guests. So, but anybody out there, if you have certain topics that you would like Tyson to teach during the Friday courses, then let me know, and we will deliver them, right? There's no use delivering things unless you really, 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 really want them.
Really, yeah.
Really want them. So let me know what sort of topics you want to know about in the dowsing energy healing field, and I'd be more than excited to teach you about that. So some programs are still open. Come and join us. We have people that are starting in the distant healing certification program. There's new people starting in the dowsing and energy healing masterclass, and there's new people starting in the boots on the ground geomancy certification class. We are about to launch in next couple of months the Wellness Academy, which will host also the Wellness Store. Looking forward to that. Just finished doing the graphics for that about all the courses will fit together, stepping stones to get you on the path. So the first level will be basic energetic clearing, which is a deep clearing protocol, how to get out of your own way as an empath, take back your personal power, stand in your truth no matter what. And we'll be teaching you, it's another way of saying how to move out of your mind going around in circles and mind chatter, how to get out of mind chatter and brain fog into clarity and clear guidance. Really, that's what it is all about. The goal of that is crystal clear guidance. And then we move into energetic healing, which has to do with also with, okay, is there deeper things we need to do about toxic emotions, core fractures, unresolved conflict that still may be in your way, even though you've done the deep clearing? And then how to then manifest, right? How to bring the world that you want into existence in your life. So we'll be talking about manifestation and creation. So that's pretty exciting. And then after we do that, we start doing different courses that you have application, like how do we do this for the vagus nerve, or how do we do this to increase our lymphatic systems? How do we do it for different aspects? Then we move on from the self to others, which is how do we then apply that assemblage point and radionics and things like that to not only heal ourselves, to heal our loved ones and our clients. And then that leads you into the distant healing certification course, and then the graduate course, which is the dowsing and energy healing masterclass. And then the next sort of adjunct to that, parallel to that, is applying this to healing the earth, which is all of how to work with the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, how to do sacred ceremony, which we are talking about today, how to do that in the landscape, how to read the landscape and help bring the energies out of the landscape so you can work with, how to talk with the fairy kingdom in your garden, how to work with all of those energies to bring about heaven on earth. And so that's the boots on the ground geomancy course. And then the last whole segment has to do with personal coaching, which is how to work with Divine Mother. What is this birth path all about? What are your divine gifts? How to take your business to the next level? What does it mean to be one with the finances in your life? How to manifest abundance in your life so that you can bring abundance spiritually and physically and mentally to those around you and to the ones that you work with, so that you can have abundance, which is your natural birthright, flow through your life.
Let me talk about last week's class. Last Friday, Tyson did abundance by bringing in Divine Mother energies, and we installed them. I'm sorry, Divine Mother installed them. I just listened, but it's on the Academy website for $33. And again, I am going to recommend that you get this. It's a 2-hour meditation. It's amazing. Everybody that's done it has told me how amazing it is. I did it myself. I am saying, come on, people, get on the Academy, get your $33 out. It's not a lot for what you're going to get back into it. Trust me. And do your 2-hour meditation. You can do it over and over and over and over. And it is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, one of the things you could do with that is just like when we do quantum sound therapy, we encourage the people to put it onto an MP3 and then just put it on their phone, right? And you can just have it in your pocket.
But don't do it while you're driving. Don't.
Well, you can still feel the vibrations. You don't have to have it turned up. I mean, you can just barely have it there. I've had people with the quantum sound skiing with it, the earbuds in their ears, right? So what I'm saying is you can take this wherever you go. Yeah, you can't be in a meditative space driving, but you can still have it playing in the background. You can put it on a CD or you can play it on your computer 24/7, 365. And the more you run that, the more that you're training yourself to these Divine Mother energies. And I don't know about you, but who doesn't want to be entrained by Divine Mother, right? the more you do that, the more you are picking up that vibration, and that's becoming your go-to vibration, right? You are becoming one with Divine Mother. I couldn't think of anything better than that to do, right?
Kim Kraft asks, okay, where is this meditation thingy? You go to the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. It's right on, or you can go to the wellnessacademy.ca.
Yeah, just go to wellnessacademy.ca and it'll give you a link to go to the other academy, right? So it's easier to remember the wellnessacademy.ca. It'll take you to the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. It's one of the first courses which says Abundance with Divine Mother. I think it's there, if I remember correctly. You click on that, I'll get the fact that you are asking for, and I'll send you all the information. Okay, that's how it works.
$2 and it's 2 hours. Kim, call me if you can't get it, or text me if you can't get it. I'll make sure you do, because this is amazing. I'm telling you, you're going to love me for it.
All right, we got a few minutes to go to the top of the hour. We're got time for somebody to phone in if they'd like. Get it clearing, 1-866-369-7464. Any questions you want to ask, and those that are the backstage pass to the wellness show, anybody who would like to type in the chat and ask anything, we have a little bit more time to answer any questions about today's show. I have to say, I really want to bring Carla back as well. I think having that empathic overview for empaths, I don't know how else to call it, but I thought that was really, really amazing and helpful for me as an empath to feel somebody who is so connected as Carla is and begins to understand astrology and how it affects us. I found that really, really insightful. So thank you, Carla. I don't know if you're still on the show, but thank you for showing up. And then thank you to Corley Varland for taking us on a deep dive about what does astrology mean for us in our lives, and how you can apply that with those skills which she's offering to take you on the path that we're offering you as an empath to understand why you're here and what your unique gifts are to deliver to the world. And let us help you figure that out with her to get you up and running so you can deliver your unique gifts to the world. That's what this program's all about. That's what the wellness is all about. The wellness show, the wellness podcast, the wellness academy, and the wellness store. Okay, I think we're close to the top of the hour. Oh, there's one new message in here. What is the new message? Oh, I'd love a clearing on my stomach and upper back. Crazy day yesterday. Upset this. Okay, so that's Debbie. I would say, Debbie, go hug a horse. That's what I would say. Go hug your favorite horse, and your horse will ground you. But let's just see. Okay, so I, Tyson Bannigan, and my I am presence on behalf of Debbie Estel and all of her horses in her horse kingdom, we bring about a healing with the assistance of Divine Mother, Divine Father, and the source of all that is, to clear any and all trauma associated with their stomach of feeling upset, ungrounded, not being in the right place at the right time, not being able to digest all the new energies that are flowing through her, not being able to let go of through the bowels what no longer serves her. And we bring all that into balance in her body. And we ask her elemental I to take over the management of all these systems and de-stress them. And I undertake this clearing throughout the multidimensional levels of reality, time, space, and dimensions, past, present, and future timelines, and clear out any matriarchal, patriarchal lineage, soul family, star family, or family of origin. And I declare it so be it in my holy name, and it is done. Thank you. So there you are. There's our healing for all those that are having stomach, upper back, crazy day, can't digest, can't eliminate. There's way too much energy going on. And don't forget, if you have a dog, hug it. If you have a cat, hug it. If you have a horse, hug it. Hug some living being or another human being, and that will help you stay grounded, right? This is a time of connection. In this crazy time that we're going through, remember to stay safe, to be sound, to be grounded, and to let the divine flow through you from the center of the universe, the new energies down through your crown chakra, fill your heart with the energy, and bring the earth energies up from the center of Mother Earth So Mother Earth and Divine Mother can be one in your heart. You'll feel grounded and you'll be a pillar of light, and all this craziness will just be something you're watching like a gigantic TV screen and you're saying, oh my gosh, that is amazing, but you're not caught up in the drama of it. You become the witness, not the cold witness, not the detached one, but the one with the love in your heart, like the Buddha saying, oh my God, here's these humans going through the healing process, planetary, global wide. So be gentle with yourself. Do ceremony this weekend. Remember, the more we do ceremony and we bless the fact that we're connected to Source, the more we can bring about change and transformation on the planet. So as we wrap it up, any words that you'd like to say, Laura, on this amazing weekend that you're going to have fun with your best friend?
Yeah. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to grill cow. And we're gonna do the summer solstice in a fire. So good luck, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Same time, same place next week right here. Join us Monday morning. Bye.
Yeah, and get the reading for the week from the Corey Vellum. What's up on planet Earth? Bye for now.
Bye.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.